Hi everyone, it's Alex Padugo from the Musical Community Alliance. In this episode of Good Through Music, I'm down in Worthing to pass on another amazing Chapman guitar to a cause in need, Waves Music Therapy. I'm meeting Lucy in this gorgeous beach house park to make sure that we hear all about their plans for the future, the good that music therapy can do for their clients, and to pass them a high quality instrument. Let's go. Lucy, so nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. It's good to meet you too.
It's just such a pleasure to be in a lovely park down in Worthing to chat all about Waves Music Therapy. I really appreciate your time today.
It's good to be here, thanks.
So tell me all about Waves Music Therapy. You know, I'm just so intrigued about all the things that music therapy can bring to people post-COVID, let alone in ordinary times. You know, please tell me all about it.
Where to start, really? Yeah, I mean, Waves Music Therapy have been running since 2013.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've joined more recently.
Sure.
There's so much to tell you, really. We have 15 therapists.
Yeah.
Working across all of West Sussex. And they work with a range of people. I think this is part of the beauty, actually, of music therapy. We can work with so many different people. So to give you an example, at the moment, the therapists are working with children in care. They're working with people that are going through the grieving process.
Sure.
They're working with children in schools that are autistic, some are non-verbal.
Right.
So there's such a wide range. I think in the future we're going to be working with refugees and asylum seekers.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there's so much to it. You mentioned COVID.
Yeah.
Things have been really difficult during that time.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and for Waves, you know, it was a really busy time, a really hugely busy time actually. I think during the height of the pandemic, we saw 750 clients.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I should say, 750 clients. So it was really busy, and you know, we believe that number's going to rise this year. You know, although we're sort of coming out the other side, possibly, and back to some kind of normality.
Yeah.
You know, the after effects of a pandemic are still very much there, you know, and we're seeing that now.
And what kind of after effects are those? Do you think they'll be lingering for a while in people who have needed help during the pandemic?
Yeah, absolutely. I think mental health is a massive issue. I think it was always there, but perhaps now it's amplified.
Sure.
You know, there are many issues, people that have been isolated for a really long time. And now they're just starting to see the effects of that, or, you know, we're allowed to hear about that a bit more, you know. Waves were there during all of this, but a lot of the work was done online. And now obviously we can get out a bit more.
Yeah.
It's great news.
And so can you give me an example of something that, you know, music therapy can provide someone perhaps with mental health issues? What does a session look like, and does it vary a lot?
I think it varies according to the person. It's very much led by the client, by the patient, if you like. And I should say I'm not a music therapist.
Sure.
But from talking to all my colleagues, they say that it's very much about using the instrument. It's not about necessarily being able to play an instrument.
Yeah.
It can be about banging the drums or making noise, making sounds together. Yeah. They can be singing, there can be, you know, some people write music. There really is a huge variety. But it's a beautiful way, I think, for people to express themselves in a non-verbal way, you know, to really be able to express their feelings through sound and through rhythm and through noise.
I so relate to that, because as a musician myself, just picking up the guitar every now and again is like a therapeutic experience. I always feel better afterwards. It's lyrics that get me stuck, but playing an instrument, that's absolutely fine. So when you're talking about, you know, all these clients that you have and the exploding demand, does this relate to, you know, young people and old people as well? Does it tend to be any age that are people coming to you?
Yeah, I think it's a variety of people from a variety of groups. We're definitely seeing a lot of young people, but that's not exclusive at all.
Sure.
You know, really, as I said earlier, you know, there's so many different people from different groups and different areas, and you know, with different issues going on. A whole range, really.
I can imagine, and I'm really intrigued. What's the difference between a group music therapy session and a one-to-one music therapy session, and who would you recommend them for?
So I think that, again, really is going to depend on the client and what their needs are.
Yeah.
You know, we've had some examples of siblings, as I mentioned earlier, going through a grieving process.
Sure.
It was great for them to be able to be together. Sometimes those, you know, it can be family members all together, and that can work really well. It's a really great way to communicate, to build relationships. It's it's quite a safe space to be creative.
Yeah.
So it works really well, but it doesn't work for everyone. And I think that's, I guess, the same with everything, isn't it? You know, some people are more comfortable on their own. They may feel that they can express themselves better if it's just them and the therapist.
Yeah.
I think it's very much down to the individual and their needs.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And you know, Lucy, you told me something very exciting news the other day. You're turning into a charity, or you have become a charity very recently.
Yes.
How's that going to affect the institution? You know, what changes are going to be made?
Well, I think it's quite big news for us, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that Vicky, our director, has been working towards for some time now. So I think it's just a huge relief to finally get there. And there will be lots of advantages to it, but I think the main one really is that for us it means that we're now eligible to apply for more funding.
Sure.
And that's a huge thing, you know, now that we're able to do that. If we're successful and we are, you know, we're successful with those funding bids, then there'll be more money coming in. And, you know, essentially it means that we'll be able to help more people. You know, we can really sort of, you know, work with the demands that's there. So yeah, I mean, our ultimate goal really is to be able to reach out to the people that are coming to us and be able to help as many people as possible. Yeah. The other thing is to make Waves music therapy as accessible as possible.
Right, yeah.
This is a really huge thing for us, and it's really at the heart of what we do.
Yeah.
So the point is, you know, from back in 2013, we wanted to make it accessible for everyone, so not just those that could afford it, you know. And that's the case now, and funding will be a big part of that.
Of course.
It's always been about fundraising, but if we can go for these bigger funds, we're going to be able to grow, we're going to be able to reach out to more people, and we're going to make it more accessible to everybody that needs music therapy.
I think those are such powerful words, and it's validation for everybody who does support you, you know, especially in the form of things like donations and for us as memberships. Every penny that goes to the not-for-profit and the charity, all these good causes are truly getting helped by all of that funding. So I really wish you all the best with that.
Thank you.
And you know, our member base, they're amazing, and they allow us to do what we do, coming down to visit you and to help you out and support you. And you know, we want to give you the gift of an amazing instrument today from our sponsors, Chapman Guitars.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to grab it for us right now. You're going to be blown away. I
I
promise
can't
you, you're going to be blown away.
Thank you.
Lucy, here we are.
Wow.
Chapman Guitar just for Waves music therapy.
This is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure. It's from our sponsors, Chapman Guitar. I mean, these are really fantastic instruments. It's going to last you years. They're extremely versatile. I know you'll put it to good use, so it's all yours. So thank you for meeting me today. I can't wait to catch up with you in a few months' time and see how it gets put to good use.
Absolutely. Thank you. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at this. It's so lovely. And just to say, I mean, we really appreciate it, but more importantly, our clients will really appreciate this. You know, we'll make sure that each and every one of them gets a chance to use this in their therapy sessions, and it's going to bring a lot of joy. So thank you very much.
That's what it's all about. It's my pleasure. Thanks, Lucy. See you soon.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you so much to the Musical Community Alliance for this Chapman guitar.
Hi guys, before you go, I have to say thank you. Thanks to our donors and our members. I mean, you guys are the lifeblood of this organisation. Every penny that you pledge means that we can keep doing amazing things, supporting good causes. You're the best. Thanks to our sponsors as well, Chapman Guitars, giving us amazing instruments that we can pass on and support institutions just like Waves Music Therapy. Last but not least, community partners like Straydog Pictures. Go and show them some love, and don't forget you get a discount as well by being a member of the Musical Community Alliance, so sign up today. Thank you very much. See you next time.